How we doing? How we doing? How we doing this Friday? This rainy Friday. How we doing around the world? Hope I'm finding everybody well and doing well. How we doing? Where am I speaking? Who is my voice? What fabulous place am I speaking to today? Hope everyone's doing well. And another end of the week on this Friday, and this is the head shepherd of POG Loving Ministry. Today is Friday. It's about the body. It's about the body. It's about health and wellness. But I want to speak about something besides that because I feel we should be talk about it in 10 minutes of encouragement and uplifting. We're going to talk about rights, your rights, your rights. We all have rights, one way or other. Different outlook on it, but I feel there's only one rights, and that's the rights of the universal God, the principles and His words that have given us. But there's rights on this land, earth. This earth have rights too. Things you gotta be aware of that you know that you have rights. I mean, we are not just in a place of bondage that Pharaoh tells us when to come, when to go, and what to do, what to say. You know, what God to worship, what God not to worship. You have rights to do the things that you want to do on this earth. You've been given that free will. But most of us have given those rights up because we gave that authority over to the enemy, and he has put his foot down. He's put his foot on us to hold us down. It's like to make us do what he feels that we should do with our lives. But you still have rights, even at your work. At work, you have rights. You have rights at work. You have certain things you gotta be able to do, like go to the washroom. You got a right to go to bathroom break, lunch break. You know, you got overtime, sick days. You even got the right to breathe. But most of us don't even know that we have a right to breathe. Where we stop ourselves from breathing by doing what the ruler tells us to do, the muzzle ourselves and stuff like that. You got a right to fresh air. And in school, you got a right. Speak what you want to say what you want to say. You feel different what the teacher says teaching you. You got a right to say, well, hey, I look at it differently. I see it this way. You got a right to voice your opinion. They can't tell you no, it's what I say goes. You got a right to do that. In relationships, you got a right to come and go as you please. You're not a slave. You're not expected. I got to get my dinner on the table. You know where you going. You can't go. Stay at house. You got a right to do what you want to do in a relationship as well. And a lot of us, even in the school system, we're not even aware of our constitutional rights. That's been slowly taken away from schools, and kids don't even pretty much know what is a constitution. That's something the forefathers that put together to say that you got a right as a person to live in a democracy to do what you feel to do, to have liberty, the right to pursue happiness. To enjoy your life. As long as your life is not infringing on someone else's rights, to trying to take what they have to hurt them in any type of way, it's not against the law. You have a right to be married and be happy. But most of us don't even know those rights because we have been trained by the enemy, taught by the enemy to do what they want you to do. We just been sitting back, laying back, just watching the idiot box and not even knowing that legislation and laws and stuff that's being passed and what rights that's slowly been taken away. I mean, the enemy feels like if you don't say anything, you're giving consent. Why it is, I don't know, but that's the way they feel. If you don't speak out or say nothing, you give consent to it. But that shouldn't be the way it should be. I mean, but we, as spiritual beings, as people that's living in this world, on this planet, we should still have some type of say in how this thing should be ran. Like I said, most of us, we're so absorbed in our own little daily activities and arrogance and selfishness. That's what they do. They program you on to think about the me society, and has been forgotten that we are a people that need to be together to make sure these rulers are kept in place. They're here to serve the people. They're here to serve the people, not themselves. And by us being so easily manipulated and tricked to only think about ourselves, to consider about ourselves, they're able to do these type of things, because a lot of the people that's supposed to be together, they're giving their souls over for monetary gain. They're sold out. They're sold out. They're sold out to the devil to have rich and fame. But there's always a price for that, because you think that he's not going to come back and say, okay, it's time to pay up that debt that you owe. And most of that debt that you owe is your soul. So that time will come for them also. But us, the other half, we need to realize that we still have all the God-given rights to speak out and make a stand together as one, and make sure that things are being done like they're supposed to be done in this universe, in this world. So we have rights as people. You need to get out and know your rights, research your rights, look up your rights. Even when you get pulled over for a traffic ticket, they have no right to search your car, but yet we let them do it. But they have no right to do that, even when they knock on your door. If they don't have a search warrant, they don't have the right to search your home, to come into your home. But yet we let them do it, because we are being ignorant, because we don't know our rights. We have turned that over to someone else to tell us our rights. Even in the God principles and God word, we have become so lazy, we don't even read the book to know what's in the book. We go to this building each Sunday, and we look up into someone standing up there and telling us what we should be believing in. And you don't know what he's telling you is the truth or not. It's the God word, it's his word. And you wonder how so many of these cults get away with doing what they do to their people, because their people didn't know their rights. They didn't know what's the God word or what's the enemy trying to get their soul. So you need to educate yourself to know your rights, and stand up for your rights when they're being infringed upon. Because this country was built on those principles, that Constitution. I know most of us say, well, we were slaves. They brought us here, but yeah, they brought you here, but yeah, when it was ended, you had rights as well. You may not have beginning with any, but it was so much fighting and standing up and making sure those rights was honored. But yet, you have got complacent. You got lazy. You even fight for your rights anymore. So we are as guilty as well, people of color. So know your rights, and be willing to stand up for your rights, and keep this enemy at bay to protect those rights for your family, your friends, and your loved ones. You want to have your children and your grandchildren to have something to be proud of. It's I lived in a society that cared about me. But for us to be able to get there, we got to come together and stop all this division, and these selfish ways, and work together and make a stand and speak out and have a voice to keep these rights. So we need to understand that in each and every country as well, you have rights all over this world, because those are God rights, God principles. And most of the things that's written in the Constitution are pretty much some of those rights. So find out your rights. So on that note, I am Ned Shepherd of PLG Lover Ministry. Share this video, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and let people know that they have rights. Thank you very much.